everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're going over the Silk and Dr. Octopus 2-pack from Marvel Legends. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. So here's Silk, a very hard figure to photograph. You need to actually mess with the whiteness a lot and the color balance a lot, because this white spot right here and all this white really messes up with the camera functions. So this is a really good figure otherwise as far as that goes. She looks great. Really nice upgrade from the previous Silks we got. I have not opened the fan version, but I have opened the previous one, and this one is way better by a long shot, except for one thing. But let's go over this figure and see how it is from a standpoint of this figure itself. So the feet look really nice. Look pretty good. The paint is done pretty well on them. Could use another coat or something. But it goes for this kind of pearlescent kind of cream color we see throughout the entire figure, in a way. So a stripe over here looks really nice. We also have a little bit on the heel right over here. And this foot has a pivot and a hinge, which looks really nice, with two peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Going up to the knee, it's a nice knee. Nice, pretty, shapely leg. Looks good. This design kind of messes up if you turn the leg, which you can turn the leg, and you can move the knee. I believe this is the Shriek body mold, and that's pretty good. This works out pretty well with the knee going all the way to the butt, which works out very well. Good knee articulation. A swivel up here. We also have these two little things right here that don't match up. You gotta, match it up really, really nice and neat. Goes up over here, up this far, back not so much, out pretty well. The splits are good. So yeah, that's nice on that. Also, not much scuffing. But, if you do move it around a tiny bit, you will get some scuffing here and there. So just be careful about that. There's some scuffing already on this, and I just started moving it right now. So yeah, we do get a body with a sort of just, ball-to-ball joint right over here. Looks really good, works really well. Side to side, backwards this far, forwards this far. No torso joint. Really nice paint on this. Looks really good. Very nice. We also have everything coming down. It's all connected. We have it all connected from here down to here. There is a sort of a spiky motion of this thing going up all the way up here to this core, which it spreads out. And I just noticed it's a spider, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, goes up with this and down and swivel all the way around. And it ends right here at this shoulder joint right over here. And you can swivel that shoulder, the bicep, and then get that good muscly going. No pins here, no pins there. Works out really well. And down, swivel all the way around with the hand. Goes up and down. We'll go over the accessories in a little bit. And now finally the head, which you can move down this far and back this far. Swivel all the way around. Get some tilt in there for some attitude, because you can't see her mouth. She is, COVID compliant. I'm not going to mess around with that anymore. Just say it out loud. Yeah, she's wearing a mask. Looks really good, though. This would be a great figure 2 years ago, but now it looks great. The eyes are tampered on really well. Looks very nice. The hair is done really well, too. This little strand coming out. Very good. A little bit of blue wash in the hair. That looks really nice. Looks great. Really nice looking figure. I love this body. Works out really well, and it's so, so good. On the back isn't really much to look at. There's two holes over here. Just looks really good from the back, at least. We have some two stripes over here. We have a little bit of carryover from that. And interesting enough, this is a little bit wider than this one, so this could use some more paint on this side. But yeah, Silk's really good. So as far as accessories goes, she has these two fists. You can take them off, though, and put on two of her grabby hands right here. And that's good. They just hinge, swivel, same thing on both sides. Take those off. She also comes with these more outstretched, splayed out hands, wall crawling, what have you, and stuff. Those are pretty good. Swivel, hinge right over here. And last but not least, we got the special web hand that I'm going to pair with, I think, a swinging hand. Let's try that on. Yeah, that looks good. And also, you gotta swivel it around. It's made of a clear plastic material. Looks really good, though. Very nice. I kind of like how it looks. It just looks really good. It's like a very like fluid motion. We have some nice strands coming over here. 1, 2, 3, 4 strands, with one strand going backwards and wrapping around the arm, and 2 more strands that are branched together. So that is a wonderful little piece, and I think it should be used way more. I'd love to see it with Gwen coming out soon. But this is a really nice figure. Really good look on her. And for the last accessory, we're going to go over the extra head. So as far as the extra head goes, it looks awesome. I'm going to use this for my Quake Daisy Johnson, figure from the MCU. If I get a body at least for that. But yeah, I might Kitbash some kind of Quake figure, and I've been waiting for that for so long. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is very slept on as far as that goes. But yeah, really nice figure. Really well done on that. And yeah, Silk is just awesome. They finally did it right with this incarnation. A lot of great accessories, a lot of great posability, pretty good paint. I'd probably give it a B if I were grading it. But yeah, that's Silk for you. Silk stands at about 6 1/4 inches tall. Here's Silk next to the previous version of Silk from the Space Venom Build-A-Figure wave. They both look great, but the paint is way better on the new version as opposed to the old version. Here are the Silk's head swap. They actually look pretty good. I like the look on the newer one body with the old head, and I like that head better anyways, so say bye-bye to this one. Goodbye. And also here's Jesse Hecht Creative. I know you're wearing a mask, but we can hang out now, as long as you stay right there and don't move any closer. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. So here's Dr. Octopus. He looks awesome. The camera does not show justice to how much green this guy is. He's like a really vibrant kind of green. He looks amazing. I love how leathery and rubbery his suit looks. So let's go over all that, shall we? He has some nice wrinkles on his, tipped toes. They look really good. He also has a nice hinge that works out pretty well, and a pivot right over here that lets him stand excellently. We also have the swivel up here, looks really good. He has some good wrinkles over here as well as here and here around the knees. He's seen a lot of use with this suit. It's really tight around here, which, Spidey and him have something in common in that effect over there. But yeah, this looks really, really nice. A good musculature right over here looks really good. This belt looks awesome. I like how it carries around. Sure, it's a little bit weird around the seam line, but you need seam lines for action figures. Carrying around to the back with this Doc Ock buttocks, and also these 4 ports for the tentacles we'll be seeing in a little bit. We also have these nice looking arms that are kind of chunky and kind of weird. They have a shoulder hinge right over here. They go all the way around. You have a swivel right over here. We also have this nice joint going up. It is nice and I guess not like leather or spandex or some kind of material. Looks very nice. These pins are a little bit unsightly, but I can look past that when this guy is one of my favorite iterations of the figure ever produced. We also have a glove which does not swivel or anything. We do have a swiveling hand that can go forward and back a little bit. It works really nice and really well. Good fist, over here. Looks really good on that front. We also have this swivel joint up here for the torso that can go back a little bit and down. It also has a swivel. You can go left and right, as it were. And this is broken up by the swivel, but we've already seen that with Silk. It's something that you can't really fix. I wouldn't mind them having a swivel down here. That'd be great, but having this chest joint is just so much better for me. There is a little bit of paint issue over here as far as his collar goes. That's where it's attached to him. I don't know why it isn't a separate piece, but I don't know, production costs and whatnot. It still looks really good. You have that striations right there, and you can actually see a little bit of the green underneath, which works well for it, I would think. And now on to the face, this beautiful face of this beautiful man. Otto Octavius looks really great. He has eyes painted underneath the glasses, which looks really good. These shades, these glasses, these accoutrements for his face. He also has eyebrows underneath that, which looks really good. His gritted teeth look amazing. His teeth look really good. And these are really great. I wouldn't have minded them being yellow, green, anything other than silver. Silver is just, I don't know, a little too pedestrian for me. Need something flashy, something big, something wild. His bowl cut is intact, looks really nice. A piece on top of this piece, which is painted right over here. The ear looks really good too. The shades are glued in pretty well. They look really nice. You can flip them up a little bit for some, are you really kidding me right now, Spidey? Are you kidding me right now? Kind of thing. But he looks really great, and his head goes back this far and forward this far. Let me go back a little bit far. Yeah, he gets really far back and really far forward. You get a nice swivel right over there and a, little attitude, a little bit of tilt. I forgot to mention the peg holes at the bottom of the feet, naturally. And this just sums up a really nice figure, but we are not done, my friends. This is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to my favorite Dr. Octopus, because we get this face. It is amazing. It reminds me a lot of MODOK's face. Now, my only issue is the glasses are glued on a little bit askew. You have to push them over a little bit every time you want to pose it, and even then it will creep over back to where it started. That's my one big complaint about this guy. The glasses aren't glued in correctly. I may just go back and glue it in myself. I may just get a new piece entirely, but pushing it over a bit and letting it rest back is good enough for me for now. They're a little bit wonky, but the man himself is insane. So why not? He has a little bit more angry face down here. I really don't want to tangle with him. Let Spidey do it. Really good, paint and everything for that. As far as how it looks compared to the other head, they both look great. This is a little bit iffy, which is kind of a shame. It was one of my more favorite heads. We get the same kind of hair, the same glasses, different head sculpt. That's about it. They both look really good, though, and are really nice pieces to put on the character. Here's OCK with this, and that looks fine and dandy to me. You can even put it on a different body if you'd like. The world is your oyster with this figure, but we are not done yet, everyone. I have yet to show you the best thing about Dr. Octopus and why they call him Dr. Octopus, the tentacles. So here we come out with a circular one. I usually port this onto down here. And then you have one that is another circular one, which has a swivel, and then a little bit of ball joint up there. It doesn't really work as much as a ball joint would. It only swivels a little bit, which is fine by me. They all have that same kind of swivel, and that's just okay. My problem is that you can't pose these really well. These ones in the shape of an S kind of, or like a question mark or something, they're just okay. They don't really have too much to do with anything. So that's kind of a bummer for me on that front. But the figure just looks really nice with the tentacles and everything. And he is just super awesome and ready to conquer the world. But you can't conquer the world with fists. You gotta conquer it with these world-conquering hands. So taking them off the body and putting the world-conquering hands on, the gripping, grasping, gleefully evil hands, you have this. And this just looks really nice. He looks scary, creepy, weird, and Dr. Octopus is ready to partay. Doc Ock stands at just about 6 inches tall. Here's Doc Ock next to his previous version, who looks really washed out, and this new version just looks infinitely better. So here they both are with their tentacles. They look nice. I feel like the old Dr. Octopus tentacles look better than the new ones, which is why I'm going to do this. Give the new Ock the old tentacles. But yeah, I have 2 sets. Why do I have 2 sets of these? To give this Doc his farewell, at least. And also to do this. This is what I've always done with Dr. Octopus, and now I have an ultimate Dr. Octopus with really good-looking tentacles. This one we can say goodbye to. So yeah, Dr. Octopus right over here has some really nice tentacles. He has these 2 hands. He has spare tentacles and anything you could possibly want, as well as this really nice-looking extra head. He's worth getting 2 other Dr. Octopi, selling that one, and keeping that one until this one is here. So yeah, this just looks awesome to me. I love these tentacles. These ones are a little too unwieldy. I may have to heat them up and push these together to get a better angle. But until then, this looks great to me. I like how this looks. This looks really awesome. You could have Spidey's head right over here gripping the tentacles, and that'd be really great. So yeah, definitely get this guy. He is amazing. Going over new and old tentacles alike, they're basically the same thing, different colors. This is a shinier material, this is a darker material. I prefer this one over here as opposed to the new one. I also do like how this is a little bit darker than this as far as the sort of interior eye colors, so keep that in mind when trying to kitbash if you like newer and older eye colors. It's just not going to work unless you have paint. Going over the eyes of the figures real quick, we see that this does not have the photoreal on the old one, and the newer one does have way better eye print on that. The lips are also painted on the new one, so that's a point towards it. This one, I'm not sure why I have anymore, honestly. And also, here's Jesse Hecht Creative. Did you have a spaghetti dream too? Overall, some really nice upgrades for these figures. Silk, I think, is one of the better ones. She has a really great body I could use. The paint is pretty okay on it, actually, for a Marvel Legend figure, so I'm really happy about that. The articulation is really nice with the pinless joints, and we also have these great hands we can use. The masked head I could live without. The unmasked head I can use for Quake or Daisy Johnson, so that is just awesome to me. I'm really happy with this figure a lot. We also have Dr. Octopus, who looks really good with these tentacles, but he looked even better with the previous ones, especially if you double up on them and just work with it. It looks really nice when you kitbash him, and they look great. I have no complaints about the colors. They look amazing, way better compared to the previous figure. I do feel like the glasses should be a little bit colored in some way. The green of the previous one knocked it out of the park. If these glasses were green for both heads, this would be the perfect Dr. Octopus. I do like the lip coloration. I do like the eyes on there that look really good. And just everything about this figure, except for the tentacle color and the glasses colors, is just perfect in my eyes. These figures are really nice, and definitely pick them up, especially if you have the previous ones, so you can kitbash. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned!